Right now on this special early edition of Apple Valley News Now at 4:30, a Red Cross volunteer from Selah is in Georgia helping with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. We'll hear direct from her. Plus, a church catches on fire this afternoon in Pasco. And Stacy, how's it looking weather-wise?
Get ready for mild and beautiful early fall conditions. I'll give you the breakdown coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now, special edition, on your side.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for this special early edition of our News at 5. It is the final day of September, and I'm Austin Reed. As the death toll rises from Hurricane Helene, the Red Cross of Oregon and Washington have both sent dozens of volunteers to help. Apple Valley News Now spoke with Victoria Fiedler. She is a Red Cross volunteer from Selah and was deployed late last week in the role of disaster mental health manager. She's currently in Georgia.
And I coordinate the mental health services that we provide to staff and to clients. If we can provide them with emotional support, mental health support, then that puts them in a good position to recover. And a lot of people from Washington deploy out to support people in other places. We don't have hurricanes, we don't have a lot of tornadoes, we don't have those things happen to us.
And those last pictures were courtesy of the Red Cross. Now, Victoria will stay to help for another 2 to 3 weeks. We'll have more on the aftermath coming up within the next 10 minutes. Other news on this Monday, a church in Pasco catches on fire earlier this afternoon. This was the scene around 1 p.m. on Court and 13th. Firefighters say they were able to get a handle on things quickly. A portion of Court was blocked off during lunchtime rush hour, though. A number of units responded. The fire was towards the back end of the building.
Arrived to find fire venting out of a window on the first floor, east side of the church. Pretty quick knockdown by the initial arriving crews, and the fire was contained to that room. We could probably circle back and have a little bit more information after our investigators get done on that.
Nobody was hurt. The road is fully back open now. In other fire news, a prescribed burn on 335 acres happening right now in Indian Ridge, about 18 miles east of Milton Freewater. The burn will be going on for the next 2 or 3 days, weather permitting. For locals, there could be some smoke in the evenings and overnight, but the smoke is not expected to go into Walla Walla city limits. Access to Forest Service Road 65 and Indian Ridge Trail is limited. This is all part of the Tiger Creek project that aims to protect the Mill Creek Municipal Watershed. Well, tomorrow, October arrives and another cool down begins. Apple Valley News Now, Stacy Lee joining us with the first look at our forecast. Stacy, hey there, how's it going?
It is a beautiful day, so things are going well today. We are on the cooler side today. Look at our highs right now in Tri-City, 69 degrees. Look at the river, beautiful day out there. Winds are light. Our sunset at 6:37. We're running a little bit cooler than we were yesterday at this time. All of us, or most of our air viewing area, I should say, sitting in the 60s all through the region. 2 to 3 degrees below where we were yesterday here in Tri-Cities, 3 degrees right now. A little bit warmer in Ellensburg and Yakima. That cold front starting to make its way to the east, so we're going to see a gradual warming trend as tomorrow moves in, with temperatures just above our average of 75, with a little bit of a trough, a drop down there, and then those warmer temperatures back for the weekend. Yakima and Walla Walla also going to trend up tomorrow and then cooling down for a couple of days, but just in time for the weekend, sunshine and warmer temperatures getting through this early fall. Temperatures overnight tonight, though, chilly as that cold front still kind of sitting over our area. 30s and 40s. Going to want to grab a coat. Brr, I'm not used to it yet. Cold. Chilly night. Light winds out there. Warmer tomorrow. Breezy winds for Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, but through those mountain gaps area. Sunny and mild all week long. It's beautiful weather ahead. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. Well, the Yakima Police Department still investigating after 2 people were shot and killed over the weekend. Authorities say a 47-year-old woman and a 43-year-old man were shot in the area of Prospect Way and North 66th Avenue. The man died at the scene. The woman died a few hours later at a hospital in Seattle. Investigators say the shooting appears to be related to a domestic violence situation. The identities of the people involved have not yet been released. And tonight, the search continues for 88-year-old Charlie Martin. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office and search and rescue teams did locate the man's vehicle. Martin was diagnosed with dementia and left home early last week. Search teams are using drones, dogs, and off-road vehicles. The man's family is also helping them. The search zone is a popular hunting area near Ellensburg. Police are now asking any hunters who might have motion-sensitive game cameras in this area to check their photo feed or camera for any sign of the man. The city of Pasco wants to make you aware of a construction project off of Road 68. According to the city, a portion of Road 68 will be temporarily closed. Kent McHugh, the construction manager for the city of Pasco, says they have made a temporary road to help with traffic as a portion of Road 68 will be closed while crews work. McHugh says this project has been in the works for a year.
So this is a development project for the Columbia Basin health studio that's going there on the east side of Road 68 in between Three Rivers Drive and Santa Fe Parkway.
McHugh also says the closure won't be long as the city expects to reopen that portion of the road on October 4th. The city is now asking drivers to pay attention to the signs and plan for longer commute times. Now to an Apple Valley News Now exclusive. Mayhem continues in the city of Mabton after a fake robbery scheme, 2 recall petitions against the mayor and the city operating illegally without a budget for all of 2024. But an investigation by Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell finding the city's financial concerns go even deeper. The difficulty in getting the budget together for 2024 started because they never got one approved for 2023. The mayor finally bringing council a proposed budget at Tuesday's meeting, but with missing and inaccurate numbers, the meeting turning ugly.
You don't tell me F you, Maria.
And I really just would like to talk to you about all of these things that are going on.
And it doesn't end there. Emily's story coming up tonight after the Seahawks-Lions game, only on Apple Valley News Now. Thousands of Verizon users were without cell phone service Monday following a widespread outage. More than 104,000 users across the U.S. reported having little or no service this morning. The outage reportedly impacted a large swath of the Midwest, along with several major cities, including Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles, New York, and Phoenix. It also impacted users in the Northwest. Many users said their cell phones were intermittently displaying SOS mode, leaving them unable to place calls or send or receive text messages. Verizon posted on social media that it was aware of an issue impacting service and says they are quickly working to resolve it. Verizon, by the way, is one of the largest cell phone carriers in the world. The Mid-Columbia Libraries received a $500 donation at the Keewaydin branch courtesy of the Kennewick chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. The nonprofit, non-political volunteer women donated money as part of its America 250 program. The program is to help communities nationwide. The DAR's mission is historic preservation, education, and patriotism. The Mid-Columbia Libraries will use the money to purchase books aimed at 3rd through 6th graders, reflecting America's independence. And we also spoke with the DAR Kennewick chapter regents. They say when it comes to deciding what to do with the money, they didn't give it a second thought.
We don't appreciate in our country the wonderfulness of our local library and all the stuff that's here.
She also says the library already has 31 titles picked out to buy to educate those who fought to free our country. The United States will be celebrating its anniversary in just 2 years. We are following up tonight on the unknown upper respiratory virus that temporarily closed the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter late last week. Shelter officials now tell us that the dog areas have seen a big improvement with treatment. They have carefully separated the dogs who are still showing mild symptoms from those who have fully recovered. And over the weekend, they were able to reopen to the public for dog viewing. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now Special Edition, Boeing workers impacted by the strike are scrambling for health insurance. Also ahead.
The death toll is still rising after Hurricane Helene slammed the southeast. More than 100 killed across 6 states and hundreds more unaccounted for. I'm Rena Roy and I'll have the latest coming up.
And our Stacey Lee returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. Do stay with us.
Seahawks Lions on ABC. What's my inspiration? The pride of Motown, taking on DK and the new legion of... Have I been talking to myself the whole time? Decaf. Maybe switch to decaf.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick up a copy in store today. Save on Hampton Farms shelled peanuts, hot priced at just $6.99. Find Blue Fire 1-pound camping propane canisters for just $3.99. Save up to $8 on Rain-X Longitude wiper blades. Plus save $5 on Savory Prime 2-pound bags of pet treats. Celebrating 20 years of employee ownership. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Harris Walls, Trump Vance. Now this Tuesday night, with just weeks to go until Election Day, the vice presidential candidates face each other and face off. Tim Walz, J.D. Vance, the vice presidential debate. The night starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, live with the ABC News event special, The Race for the White House, with David Muir and the ABC News Powerhouse political team. Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC.
You tell lies, you gamble, and yet you never seem to pay a price for any of it.
When you're cute like me, rules are just a little different.
He's the funniest young genius around.
People talk about me behind my back, but it's about how smart I am.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
Our Seattle Seahawks battle Detroit. Monday Night Football tonight at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to this special early edition of Apple Valley News Now. I'm Austin Reed. We have an update on the Boeing workers' strike. Any workers who lose health care insurance during the strike are now eligible to apply for health and dental insurance through the Washington Health Plan Finder. This eligibility comes from an initiative that was passed this year. According to the Washington Health Benefit Exchange, it says that workers who lose health care coverage due to a strike have a 60-day special enrollment opportunity to get coverage through the Affordable Care Act or Medicaid. We are continuing to follow developing news. Catastrophic destruction across much of the southeast. The death toll rising after Hurricane Helene pummeled the region. At least 120 people confirmed dead across 6 states, and hundreds of people are still unaccounted for in North Carolina. ABC's Rena Roy has more on the relief efforts.
It's just really horrifying. It's sad because there's still people there that are really hard to get to.
Several communities in western North Carolina remain virtually isolated Monday, cut off from life-sustaining supplies and medical care, days after Hurricane Helene decimated large parts of the southeast.
There is no commercial or retail water available in our city.
The mayor of Weaverville finding a small window of cell phone service Monday morning. His town, like those nearby, in desperate need of things like water, food, fuel, and communications.
6,000 people have responded to a website we have where you can request to be hooked up with your missing family.
Many of the missing may be found when wireless service is restored, but a grim reality remains.
We've heard accounts of people seeing houses floating down the river with people in them. So we know that death toll will rise.
Hundreds of roads remain closed Monday with damage on a scale that could take years to repair. Historic and beloved towns, lakes, national parks, forever changed.
This is a demarcation line. It will be completely different going forward.
A message from President Joe Biden Monday. Help is coming.
I've directed my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible to your communities.
But for many storm victims right now, survival is hour by hour.
We don't know where we go from here. We don't know where everybody else goes from here.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Very tragic there, but let's take a look outside locally. Things are looking great and beautiful this afternoon. 64 degrees on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Traffic moving along nice. Blue skies out there, just gorgeous weather. Now we'll have mild conditions as drier air keeps coming down into the region, and even a bit of a warm up just briefly tomorrow. Then temperatures will drop down to about where they should be in those lower to mid 70s, but nice dry all through the area. Here's what the weather pattern looks like for the next couple of days. Again, that ridge of high pressure starting to move out. Any moisture is going to stay north right here at the Canadian-Washington border, Vancouver, BC area. A little bit of rain could carry over into the Cascade Mountains, but very brief and a very small amount. Most of that, again, staying in Canada, at least for the next couple of days. Futurecast winds, we're going to see some breezy to gusty winds in those mountain gap areas such as the Kittitas Valley down the Columbia River Gorge. We'll kind of time that out for you. Tuesday afternoon, you'll see those winds picking up in the Tri-Cities area. There's those winds picking up. These are the gusts, by the way, in the Columbia River Gorge and Yakima and Kittitas Valley. That's where we're going to see most of the wind impacts on Tuesday, and even more so on Wednesday from time to time. Again, Yakima, Kittitas Valley, much lighter winds here in the Columbia Basin. And as you get into Wednesday night, those winds staying pretty gusty in the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. Let's take a look at those chilly temperatures tonight. However, grab your coat, get those socks out. I definitely have to wear my socks to bed now. 30s and 40s, 42 Yakima, 38 Sunnyside, 39 tonight in Ellensburg. Into the Columbia Basin here, Prosser at 39, as well as Tri-Cities, 40 at Hanford overnight, Connell 38, Hermiston 40, slightly warmer in the foothills of the Blues with the exception of Pendleton. They're going to be down to 38 degrees, so we're getting close to that freeze level, not quite there, but sensitive vegetation needs to be pulled out, put away, harvested. I would start doing that now. Temperatures, though, overall tomorrow looking good. Look at this, nearly 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities, hitting 80 in Pendleton and Hermiston tomorrow, close in Walla Walla as well as Yakima. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Look at chilly out the door at 8 a.m. Bus stop's going to be cool for the kiddos. 60s by the midday, 70s early afternoon, and then again just under 80 degrees. Tri-Cities winds stay nice and light all day. 42 degrees. That's cold out the door. 67 by midday, close to 80 in the afternoon. So you'll be peeling off those layers as you go through. Hermiston looking good as well with temperatures pretty close to what the Tri-Cities looks like. Here's Yakima, of course, the first day of October tomorrow. Breezy winds, those chilly overnight lows coming in on Wednesday, and then you'll see those temperatures drop briefly on Thursday and then hovering in the mid-70s. Next weekend is looking good. October 1st, 79 Tri-Cities. Again, those chilly overnight lows from Wednesday into Thursday, slightly warmer on Thursday night. Ellensburg, breezy winds for the next couple of days. Look at those chilly overnight lows. Not quite to freezing, but pretty close on Wednesday night into Thursday. Here's Walla Walla. Looks like a beautiful weekend there. The 70s, close to 80 degrees on Saturday. And for Hermiston, going to be beautiful there. If you're heading to the big concert in Umatilla, the temperatures are going to be perfect for that. So. Yay.
It was so cold this morning.
It was. Well, we're not used to it yet.
I know.
So I'm like, time to get the socks out, the warmer PJs, the little light jacket for the morning hours for sure.
All right, thanks, Stacey. Up next on Apple Valley News Now Special Edition, we're going to have today's Spotlight. It features a 911 dispatcher from Northern Oregon, so do stay with us.
Josh Colbert, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
You got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before. During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, 48 months, no interest. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Join us at Hope Medical's Heart for Hope dessert fundraiser on October 17th. This inspiring event will raise funds for compassionate, holistic reproductive health services, including pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, and educational resources. Your support can make a significant impact on the well-being of women and families in our community. Become a sponsor and be part of this meaningful cause. Connect with us at hopemedicalwa.com.
When a loved one gets sick, it's usually women
who have to leave their jobs to care for them.
Now, I-2124 would take long-term care benefits away from millions of families,
forcing them on to private insurance that charges women 70% more than men,
and denies coverage for people with pre-existing conditions.
So vote no.
Because our loved ones can't afford to lose their long-term care benefits.
And neither can we.
Apple Valley News Now is home to top shows from ABC, like Grey's Anatomy, 911, and Abbott Elementary. And we're home to the #1 news on television, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, plus award-winning local news, including the First Alert Weather Team. And we lead the way in sports with NFL Monday Night Football, college football, including the SEC, and just added the Seattle Kraken. We're Apple Valley News Now, proudly serving South Central Washington and Northern Oregon, on your side.
Welcome to the unpredictable, the unforgettable. Welcome to the 2024 NFL season.
Jason, seriously?
Our Seattle Seahawks battle Detroit on Monday Night Football tonight starting at 5, followed by a special Apple Valley News Now prime time. Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Now that's good.
What's new, what's now, and what's next, plus First Alert weather every 10 minutes. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, more from the city of Mabton as a council meeting turns ugly. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your weather forecast. We hope to see you right here on Tuesday morning from 5 to 7 a.m.
Dreaming of the delightful drowsiness of the perfect mattress? Then the 4-day super sale is for you. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 48 months no interest and free shipping. Score sweet savings on some serious shut-eye only at Denver Mattress.
All right, time to check this out. We are headed to Northern Oregon for today's Spotlight. It comes to us from Umatilla County. Karen Primer, recognized over the weekend as the APCO NENA Oregon Chapter Manager of the Year. According to the county, as the commander of the 911 Center for the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office, she gives her all every single day. She was also nominated by her very own staff. Congrats to her. As always, if you have an idea for the Spotlight, just send me an email. It's easy. AReed@AppleValleyNewsNow.com. We're going to have a final look at weather and...
Yeah, the weather photo of the day from Dottie. That's coming up next.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Listen up. You've got 4 days and 4 days only to save like never before. During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. You'll also find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining tables and chairs, bedrooms, mattresses, and much, much more. Plus, 48 months, no interest. But don't wait. The 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought crumble to our community. Where do you, credit union?
Some symptoms of prostate cancer include problems urinating, blood in the urine, and a weakness or numbness in your legs or feet. Get more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Prostate Urology Center, the full spectrum of urology care. Now accepting new patients.
Women, were you exposed to Dactyl while you were pregnant?
Infant birth defects are caused by this toxic weed killer used in farming, landscaping, and gardening. As a result, the EPA has asked agricultural workers to stop using Dactyl, also known as DCPA. If you or your child was injured by Dactyl, protect your rights for compensation. Call Weitz & Luxembourg today at 917-LAWYERS to learn more. That's 917-LAWYERS.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. Get 5 gallons of Super S Agra Plus hydraulic fluid for $29.99. Save $15 on a 20-pound bag of Halo Elevate dog food. Save $20 on a Coleman 4-person Sky Dome tent. Plus, all regular price Dickies pants are 20% off. Save for fall store-wide with our latest mailer at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest, homegrown, honest values.
This week, the aftermath of Helene as another storm system forms right behind it. Plus, Vance, Waltz, the VP debate, where the race for the White House stands. World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
A local city council meeting turns ugly.
You don't tell me you, Maria.
And the story didn't end there.
You win. You. That's what you said.
Reporter Emily Goodell digs deeper.
May I ask a question?
Watch Apple Valley News Now tonight after the Seahawks-Lions game.
Recently, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather forecast weekend thunderstorms.
But some viewers told us that their phone app predicted sunshine.
Well, the apps were wrong.
Trust Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Always on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for a big NFL game tonight.
That's right.
Seahawks.
Oh, by the way, Austin, on
What?
Seahawk games, we wear blue and we wear our Seahawk earrings. The only thing I can sneak in for the Hawks.
All right.
From now on.
But just so everybody knows, I'm colorblind. I thought this was blue.
That's hilarious. All right, let's take a look at our viewer photo of the day from Dottie. Thank you, Dottie, with a beautiful sunset out in Walla Walla. She said she sent it in before, but the easiest way to get your photo on the air is that QR code on the right side of your screen. Use your smartphone and take a picture and it goes bing and it takes you right to the loading page and then you could load your photo. Or you can simply go to applevalleynewsnow.com. Click on the weather tab and it'll show you where you can upload your photo. Unfortunately, that's how you have to do it these days.
Yep.
So I know it's your photo. So there you go. Thanks for that, Dottie. All right, let's talk about the bottom line weather. We're going to be staying mostly dry all week long. Seasonal highs through the weekend and then breezes will start picking up Tuesday into Wednesday in those mountain gap areas such as the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. All right, here's what our day looks like tomorrow. Look at those chilly temperatures. That's bus stop for the kiddos. It's going to be bundle up, maybe even grab some gloves, but you're going to be taking some of those layers off by the midday and enjoying a sunny, gorgeous day with most of us sitting just under 80 degrees. Let's count down those holidays, Austin. I like to update this every few days. There we are, 31 days officially now till Halloween. 59 days till Turkey Day, 82 days until winter begins. 82 days. Wow, that's not too far.
No.
Christmas, just 86 days away. 93 days now to your New Year's Day. All right, 7-day planning forecast in the Tri-Cities and Yakima. Look at those nice warm temperatures. We're going to dip down Wednesday and Thursday, but then a ridge of high pressure moves back in just in time for the weekend with temperatures and weather looking very good. A very slight chance of a stray shower on Friday for Yakima and Tri-Cities. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston. Beautiful, warm tomorrow. That brief cool down as well, and a very nice weekend on tap. And I was talking about the Rock the Locks this weekend in the Umatilla area.
Yeah.
And camping. It's going to be lovely. I'll be there.
All right, very good. Hey, updates at applevalleynewsnow.com. The NFL is next, and we'll see you after that. Enjoy the game.
Have a good one. Go Hawks.